the DNA of man is our ego and our pride first stands up before anything. And so therefore, it's one thing for you to be, for us to be like, man, she got to be humble. She got to be submissive. But it's a whole nother ball game when the shoe on the other foot.
Right.
True.
And you wrong. You see what I'm saying? And the shoe be on the other foot, and you're not as strong as she is. Because sometimes you ain't got to be wrong. Sometimes you just got to have the right person that's stronger than you in this specific area. And so how do you react to that, Don, when you recognize, because my thing was this, I'm not about to pick nobody that can't teach me.
I got you.
Personally. See, but at the same time, you got to know who you are in order to pick somebody else that's stronger than you in certain areas, especially when you start talking about finances. The Bible says in Proverbs 18:22 that he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. Grace and truth, we're back. I'm by myself. No, not by myself. Tiffany's just not with me. Hear me, ladies. Y'all always get asked the question, what do you want in a man? What do you want in a man? But on today, the fellas are getting the mic. We're actually talking about what marriage-minded men actually desire and what they look for in a wife. Stop what you're doing right now. Hit the share button. If I was you, I would share this with my followers on Instagram. I would share it with my followers on Twitter. I would share it with my people on YouTube, because today it is going to get interesting. And if you know me, you do know that this platform is all about maturity. So therefore, we're not about to ask men what they want in a Instagram model.
Right.
We ain't about to ask men what they want in a social media type woman. Right. We want to know what's the real qualities that matter to a kingdom-minded man when he's seriously looking for covenant. It's about to get really, really fun and good. Starting off to my right, Marvin, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed, man.
Blessings to you, man. Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience?
Oh, yeah, for
and I'm
sure.
gonna move it around.
Yeah.
Everybody, tell us who you are, how old you are, where you from, what you do.
I got you.
Put yourself out there, because at the same time, man, we got to make sure that your IG handle is up too, man, because somebody may want to get in the inbox.
All right, for sure.
For sure, man.
All right, my name is Marvin Lewis. I'm an educator. I'm 39. I'm from Mississippi, and I've been residing in Houston since 2019.
Educator, huh?
Educator.
Yeah.
16 years. Yeah.
Talk to me.
16 years. 16 years teaching all together. 3 years special education. Now I'm working with life skill kids.
Got you. All right.
Yeah.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for it, man.
You looking for it?
I'm looking for it, man. I'm looking for it.
Dom, talk to me, man.
My name is Dom. So I go by the name Dominique Dishman. I'm originally from Kentucky. I've been here since 2015. I'm in the medical field. I'm 32, and I'm just happy to be here.
All right. What's your assignment in the medical field?
My assignment right now, the long-term goal is to become a physician.
Okay. Yeah, so what are you doing? You a nurse right now?
Yeah, I'm a nurse right now. I do travel nurse and also a pre-med student and a consultant.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, Levi, talk to us. Tell us who you are, what you do. Yeah.
My name is Levi Harvey. I'm in real estate. I buy and sell properties. I also work with livestock, horses, cows. I train a lot of animals, so that's something I've been into for a very long time. Born and raised here in Houston.
Yeah.
And that's it.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Dom, how old are you?
I'm 32.
32.
39.
39. So as you can see, we have we got a nice age group, a wide variety, so to speak, of into individuals that's in their right ages, I guess, so to speak. And so, let me move on. So, gentlemen, I want to start off right here, man. Like I said, it's about to get fun. It's about to get real. It's about to get raw. It's about to get relevant in today's time.
Yeah, for sure.
Starting off, right off the top, Marvin, I guess I can start with you, and then whenever y'all ready to jump in and get y'all some of this, you all can too. Hit the share button, because this is about to get very, very good. Marvin, question to you.
Yes, sir.
What do, sincerely, from the bottom of your heart, what is the first attribute, or what is the first thing that you look for in a woman?
In a woman or a wife?
That's a great question. In a wife.
Differentiate.
Yeah, absolutely.
First thing coming in, of course, initial attraction has to be there, because that's something that's undeniable. I have to be attracted to the person.
Physically.
Yeah, physically, but that's not a specific standard. It's just when you're attracted.
Yeah.
Beyond that, the first thing I'm checking for is humility. That's the first thing. That's the first characteristic I'm
Why
looking
humility?
for. Well, try not to go too deep. When I went on my walk with God, I had to get the pride spanked out of me, and I knew in order for me to hear from God, the first thing I had to do was get that pride out of me.
Okay.
And it took humility for me to be able to hear and listen. And if I'm really looking for a covenant woman and I'm looking to build a marriage, it got to be built in God. And in order for us to hear God in each other, humility has to be on the table.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me ask you this: since you went there, and since, since you in it, how do you discern and decipher, without a shadow of a doubt, that when you are being introduced or you talking to a young lady, you are starting to kind of like vet her? How do you discern and know for a shadow of a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that she carry humility?
Her responses, and I'm gonna tell you where I draw from. I came from a hurt place, and so I know what hurt looks like. I came from a defensive place. I came from an unhealed place, so I know what that looks like, sound like, and what it talks like, and it's very defensive. It's the ego. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And when I was in that space, I couldn't hear, not even from the people who really cared about me and loved me. And it's one of those things. It's not even criticism, but just anything constructive, anything that goes against ego. When you see that defensiveness pop up, and it's something about when light is put on the spirit, a certain type of darkness pop up. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
What do you do when? And I'm about to move it.
Go ahead.
But we here. What do you do when they know how to say all the right things? They do know how not to respond in a very defensive manner.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. I mean, when you know, if your discernment is good, it's gonna be a chink in the armor. And my spirit is even sensitive to people who love bomb, because you have people who use manipulation through love bombing. I
give me that definition, that love bombing.
Love bombing,
because a lot of times we say certain things, certain phrases, and phrases everybody don't have the same definition. So when you say love bombing, what do you mean?
Okay, the function of love bombing is, I'm doing these things. I'm giving you a certain level of intimacy. I'm buying you material things. I'm giving you a certain level of whatever it is I feel like you want, so I can gain a certain level of control. And it's not out of sincerity. It's for, I want to gain a leverage on you. With that intent, starting off though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, got you. Okay, let's move to you, Dom. Question, man. What actually catches your attention when it comes to a wife? Because he put me in my place. Not talking about a woman.
He said
a wife.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And I like what he said about humility. I think it's, the initial attraction has to be there, right?
Yeah.
You want somebody to be clothed in beauty, but in humility too.
Right.
And it's not to detract from women's confidence. I love a confident woman. I see how she fills the room. How are people responsive to her? There's an ambiance about her too. Well, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I know my purpose.
So first thing first for you, she got to be humble.
Oh, humble.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, for sure. But also too, when it's time for her to be confident, to operate in that boldness, in every situation, right? So it goes again, is also knowing who I'm called to be and being around people. How you move around the room. What are people saying about you too as well? That's my big thing too. So I'm very observant, strategic before I approach someone.
Okay,
Right.
so I got two men that has literally said the woman has to be humble. When a man makes the statement to say that a woman has to be humble, I can literally feel the airways of women saying, what does that look like? Identify, and please give me a definition, Dom, of what me being humble, if I was into you, if I wanted to get interested in you, what would that look like? What do you mean when you say that a woman got to be humble?
I think the thing is where you're not really boasting or bragging about your beauty. We know what you look like. You know what you look like. You're well aware. And so when you boast and brag in it, that speaks more values about your insecurities. You start to project. To me, that's very unattractive. because the initial attraction brought me there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the physical attraction brought you there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
And then
Next thing you said, they got to be humble.
you got to be humble. But
Okay.
the thing is, again, is with it. Listen, again, it does not detract from confidence. You are confident in who's created you to be, how you construct it.
Yeah.
But the thing is when my beauty supersedes all these other qualities and attributes, that's a problem.
Yeah. So ladies, what they're basically saying is that there's a difference between being arrogant and being humble.
Yeah.
Right? It's a big difference between being arrogant and being honest. Right? A person can know that I guess a lady can know that she's honest about who she is and what she cares, but at the same time, she don't have to be arrogant with that. And so y'all are talking about this humility thing. So if the third person say humility, I believe I'm gonna ask another question. So to you, Levi, what does what's the attention snatcher?
I mean,
what is the attention grab?
I hate to do it, but they said it so. I gotta fall in line. I won't touch up on it as much as y'all did. I think y'all cleared that one. Initially, physical attraction does also need to be there. A woman's softness draws me in as well. I love a soft woman.
Yeah, a woman that want to be a woman.
Right, a woman that wants to be a woman. A woman who plays.
Pass by, get somebody in trouble.
A woman's role is so attractive.
That's what he's saying.
And I feel like that's going to
it's true though. True.
Some bad hits on it, right? Because when you say a soft woman, they like, well, you know, what about the balance? You know, and I agree. I believe balance is a very important thing as well. You have to know when to be soft and know when to make yourself stand out in the room. But there's also a right way to present that. You know, so I look for that as well. Balance is another important thing.
Okay, balance. Balance. Got to be physically attracted. That was yours, right? Got to be humble. That was yours, and now you're saying balance, right? We're in a time, gentlemen. I want to just ask you all how y'all feel about this.
Okay.
Because we're in a time now that I think personally, as me and my wife have been coaching couples and doing Grace and Truth for a long time. Okay. One of the missing elements that I tend to see in relationships and in marriages is that it's called the element of growth. A lot of people value the physical attraction. A lot of people value the humility. A lot of people value the family, like you got to be family oriented. They value a lot of things, but I don't hear many people valuing the number one element that don't just put you together, but keep you together. You got me? And one of the number one elements is that two people come together to sign up for growth. Right? And in other words, you are where you are. Choose her where she is. Okay, true. Right? But I want to know, how are you thinking as it pertains to choosing where you know y'all about to go? See, because this is the whole issue right here. Okay. If she can't teach you, if she can't lead you, if she can't challenge you, you know, because the truth of the matter is, the submission thing is on everybody's table. But what happens when we have to be put in a place where we have to be challenged, and we have to, submit our egos to our spouse's instructions or directions? Why? Because we know without a shadow of a doubt that she's stronger than us in this other area. How you feel about that?
You know what? If I'm submitting myself to what's true and honorable, then I'm gonna submit to it. Yeah. Because if I have something in me that's unrighteous and she calling me out on it, I'm gonna submit myself to the truth that's in her that might not exist in me. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm okay. I'm okay with submitting to that. And that's on the spiritual level. But even if she better than me, she better than me.
On the natural. If she handle money better than you, listen. You bring all the money in, but she handle it better than you.
Listen, that's efficiency. Yeah. Here you go. There go the check. Just make sure everything paid.
Do you got any stories? Do you got any stories with that happening?
What? Me? I mean, I lived that, man. I was in a 15-year relationship. I mean, so
here we go.
Now I was in a 15-year relationship, and so basically we sat down. I was out of order too now, pass on. Hey, look. So we sat down together when we came in the house, and we came up with a financial plan, right? And once the plan was set in stone, when I get paid, she got paid. And And see, I know how I am. It's hard for me to juggle a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's what she great at.
Yeah.
I put the money in her hand.
You fine with it.
Fine with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I did my part. I went to work.
And the reason why I said, yeah, absolutely. The reason why I say that because, like, the DNA of man is our ego and our pride first stands up before anything.
Yeah.
And so therefore, it's one thing for you to be, for us to be like, man, she got to be humble. She got to be submissive. But it's a whole nother ball game when the shoe on the other foot.
Right.
True.
And
True.
you wrong.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the shoe be on the other foot, and you're not as strong as she is. Because sometimes you ain't got to be wrong. Sometimes you just got to have the right person that's stronger than you in this specific area. And so how do you react to that, Dom, when you've recognized? Because my thing was this: I'm not about to pick nobody that can't teach me.
I got you.
Personally,
got you.
see, but at the same time, you got to know who you are in order to pick somebody else that's stronger than you in certain areas, especially when you start talking about finances.
Yeah.
See, because then it starts coming into play. Things start coming into play. Man, she thinks she better than me, or I'm the man. We all were raised different. So I'm saying to you, Dom, how do you feel about choosing someone that is more wiser than you in certain areas?
I think also too, it's if I have an inability to let these things go, I'm really rooted in my ego, and I got to be introspective. I say that, right? Then retrospective. I got to look to a pattern in my past. Why am I holding on to this, and why can't they take the driver's wheel, and I could be in the passenger if we're still in the same vehicle going to the same place. So for me, it's to be accountable and have self-awareness. And understanding where I'm at in my life, like this is my weak area. And so with this, as a helpmate, she comes in and helps take it to another level. And so for me, I really got in that place of humility and being humble to say, hey, babe, you got it. This is yours. How can I partner with you in this area so we can get to where we're going?
Yeah, for sure. Got you. Levi, question to you. Okay, so what's on the table is she gotta be physically attractive to you. She has to be humble. She got to have a sense of balance, right? My question to you is, what determines if you pursue? I ain't catch you off guard, did I?
You did on that one. Man, I feel like that's from there. It's connection. It's a woman's elegance. It's her, man. A woman's elegance, the way she speaks. Is she articulate? Is she rooted? What life experiences has she been through? Are we talking about at initial?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, so when you begin to notice that you see these qualities,
right?
What dictates and determines, what makes you say, I'm going all in?
I think there are some women that have the gift of demanding the room. And if a woman has the ability to demand the room, then she has my attention.
Oh, so you want a leader?
In a way. In a way. I am the leader, but I wouldn't mind, sharing the load with whoever I'm partnering with. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Again, that's part of balance as well. Everything that I'm asking of, whoever I'm dating, I kind of need those same qualities in myself. There are some qualities that are gonna stand out more in me based off of life experiences and going through different things. But I mean, I don't think it's a negative thing to have a woman that's a leader in any way.
Not at all.
I actually like that. That's kind of what I go for.
Yeah.
I love a leader.
Yeah.
I love somebody who's able to, put their foot out there, put their neck out there, and say what's not popularly said.
Yeah, and y'all can jump in this anytime y'all get. I know I'm asking them the questions, but
I'm allowing space.
That's all right. It's all good. I think, man, just to go like you said too, that leadership capability. I think that if I'm a leader, I will want you to do that in your own right. It doesn't have to look like mine as well. This accountability is my biggest pursuit, right? Being able to say that you're sorry. I think that's like a taboo thing for a lot of women. A lot of times. And
interesting.
So
can you give us a story? You ain't got to call no name. Can you tell us why you say that it is hard for a lot of women to take accountability? The reason why I'm saying this, Don, because you're not the only one. As I've been coaching, I hear this a whole lot right now. In the times we in today, it's like, man, you can't tell her nothing. She don't want to take accountability. Everything is always my fault.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think it for like, so it can be many examples, but one in particular is, for instance, where you're not considering me.
Okay.
You're acting from your selfish intent.
Yeah.
And I'm letting you know about this, and then you no, you put the blame back on me for some reason.
Boomerang.
Yes, boomerang, instead of saying, hey, I'm sorry. It doesn't necessarily have to be within that moment.
Right.
But some down the line, it would be nice to hear an apology.
Yeah.
A lot of men, we're conditioned, but it is what it is.
Right.
Right.
Got you.
We can't harbor any hard feelings towards a woman who do that towards us, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
I mean, I also
flipping.
feel like that's a picture of where somebody is in their walk. Some people don't have that kind of slap in the face, that slap in the face incident that'll happen. What my grandmother used to always say is, sometimes God will put you on your back so you'll have to look up. And so sometimes people don't go through those experiences and don't get held accountable to that. Change is a hard thing to do. It's hard to change. Period. So I think that's just a reflection of where people are in their life.
Okay, with you saying that, this breeds the next question. What gives you the notions or the signals to let you know that a woman is mature emotionally or spiritually?
I think the main thing, man, I would think y'all agree, is like you said earlier, the responses.
Yeah.
Respond to me when circumstances are necessarily conducive to what we would say is healthy, that is positive all the time. Because we go through life woes, right? And if we know there's an attack on marriage, especially doing it the right way, how are you structured on your faith? How are you rooted in the biblical principle, right?
Yeah.
And also, too, when we have friction, how are you speaking to me?
Yeah.
It goes back to one of my core values I look forward to is that respectability piece.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think along the lines with that,
So a woman respecting you.
respect.
Dom, help the audience.
So
help the women identify and give them a clear definition, because I'm saying this, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being serious. So many women think they're respecting men when men are internalized as, no, this disrespect. You ain't actually respecting me. You actually don't even see me. You actually don't even acknowledge. Could you give them the definition of what does respect mean?
Respect is when you are honoring the man that is in your life, his characteristics, without demeaning or detracting from who he's called to be.
Yeah.
I like
In
that.
any sense, right?
Yeah.
That can come off from your tonality, how you talk to him, how you treat him, and also to how you talk about him when he's not around.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah. So we talking about respect. Can I jump in on that?
Please. Yeah.
All right. So pulling from that the verse 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8, right? All right. So
Love is.
right. Love is kind, love is patient, it honors, is not self-seeking. If we can use that to vet, if I use it to vet myself, if our partners can use it to vet themselves, we can really see what respect is, right?
Yeah.
Meaning you should be able to criticize what I'm doing, but is love in that criticism? Is because it also said it, love doesn't dishonor, right? Love doesn't dishonor. So if you're criticizing me in a way to shame me, to purposely shame me, to get me to do what you want me to do, that ain't out of the foundation of love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's why I kind of go by when I think about respect. Is it grounded in that Bible verse? That Bible verse helped me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
So Marvin, check me out.
All right.
You and Dom.
Okay.
Y'all like, man, the respect gotta be here, right? Let me ask y'all this one question. Starting with you, because right back to you. Watch this. The respect is there, right?
Okay.
What is one quality that a woman can have that will make you say within yourself, now it's time for me to step my game up? Because she meet me right here. You see what I'm saying? She meet me at the place, the most important place that I know that every man gotta have. That's respect. She's meet me right here. So now, because this is why I ask y'all, can she challenge you? Because if she can't challenge you, then she's not about to bring the best out of you. So I'm asking you this question to figure out if you can identify what's the one quality within yourself, within her, that will make you say, you know what, I gotta step my game up.
To make me step my game up. I think if you're dealing with a woman who already has self-love present within herself, that's gonna be an automatic.
You know she love herself.
Yeah, I mean, I won't have to guess because she gonna set proper boundaries with herself. Like it's not gonna even be demanded.
Yeah,
you know, she gonna embody that, and it's not gonna have to be a question of whether I'm gonna get it or not. But something that's inside of her is like, if you see, okay, here's the thing too, Pastor. If you're dealing with a man who ain't got self-love, if he don't like himself, he'll hate something that love him.
No question.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I love me and something comes to me that shows that it loves me too,
and it loves itself,
and it loves itself, then I'm about to up myself. Even when she speaking to me in a critical manner, when it's grounded in love. I love me, she loves me, and she's speaking to me out of love. Let me step it up. That enables me to step it up.
I love it. Yeah. Talk to me, Don.
I think the main thing he touched on it too, but also for me like that sense of identity, intentionality, and your willingness just to grow. When you are settled in who you are, but you know that God has a unique purpose for your individual life outside of me, and you're gonna get there with or without me. I'm like,
that make you say I gotta step my game.
I gotta step it in. Step up because you're already operating in that. So for me, I'm supposed to come along and complement that.
True.
And then we got to be on a higher trajectory. You know, I don't want to need that. So I see it as this. We two oxen, not one stubborn mule and one ox. Yeah. We plowing together, moving forward for what God has called us. And that's greater territory.
That's good. That's good. Now I got a question with you right in there, right in that same area as I'm looking and thinking. Let me ask you this question. What type of woman is emotionally safe with you? That makes you emotional. What type
makes you emotionally safe?
No, yeah, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Because we're in a time that men are emotional.
Feminine?
Not feminine.
That's not
not feminine.
Hold on.
No.
You might have two definitions of feminine, though. I'm sorry.
Let me say this. We're living in a time where men are being encouraged to express their emotions in a free manner, whatever it may be. I'm not necessarily mean being femininely emotional as a man, but at the same time, if a man don't like something, he express it, right? Yeah. He don't hold it. He say what he think he mean, and whatever he feel at the same time, he run behind that too. So therefore, we're in a time now that this is being projected and pushed. Yeah. Women are basically saying he ain't really real in tune with himself. He can't express his emotions. So we grew up in a time. Yeah. My generation, we grew up in a time it was emotionless, meaning you don't express your emotions. You hold them and dry them tears up. Right. But at the same time, we're in a time now that this is being projected upon people to express them. And so, because I understand the power of being self-control, and I understand the power of, I don't care what nobody put upon me, I control my own emotions, right? But everybody don't think and live like that. So if that's the case, my question to y'all is, how can a woman know without a shadow of a doubt, how can you know without a shadow of a doubt that as you're being taught and driven to express your emotions, how can you know for the fact that you emotionally safe with her when you express them?
I think when I'm going through a tough time, and I know for me, I'm a person that knows how to emote well, and I know how to communicate. So I'm like, hey, this has been a long day, and I'm feeling this way. How she responds to me, does she console? And also, too, it's not always about the right words. It's also about your presence, too, as well. Are you a safe place? Because there might be times if I had a long day, I want to come and just be in your presence. And you know what to do naturally, right? Versus backing away, or you feel shut off, or you feel a certain type of way because I can't express that towards you as a man.
I think the other thing is, too, if I open up, so, and let me backtrack. When I say emotional, I didn't mean feminine that way.
You good.
If you mean emotional to mean a man expressing himself, right? So if I'm expressing myself to a woman, right? And later on down the line, I see she weaponized that against me, now I'm not safe. That's the thing. Also is another thing, if you ever been a man in a home with a woman, if you're a man who work and you come home, we do need our decompressing time. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes when I'm in a space where I need my space, I express that. And that's another thing I look for in a woman. Are you are you okay with my silence? Or is your spirit stirred up? Because I need my silence so I can meditate. Or does my silence stir up noise in you? Because that noise in you ain't my storm, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know, that's something going on within you.
Yeah.
So I look to see where she's at. Because you'll have some people who sabotage a relationship because the stuff in them ain't fixed. And in your silence, they storm come up.
Come on, boy.
And they want to blame you for their storm.
Come on, boy.
And I'm at the point in my life, I'm not taking responsibility for nobody else's storm. I'm going to take care of mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that term, weaponizing.
Yeah.
Weaponizing my emotions and using them against me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Talk to me, Levi. Give me some definition on that. Like, because we need to know, what does that look like in real time when a woman takes what you're feeling and use it against you? Am I saying it the right way?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Man. Me being in a safe place or trying out my safe place, we're gonna say we're sampling the safe place. I've had, like, we'll take you an example. I've had a rough day at work, and I told her, I may have expressed to her that, man, I feel like quitting right now. We're just gonna use that as a short example. I feel like
that's
quitting.
a perfect example,
right?
Yeah.
Are you the one to listen and encourage me and tell me to stay in it, you know, or ask the right questions? The right questions will be another thing, sort of drift off into that. But if I've said something about quitting and you're asking me, is that what's in my purpose? Is that part of my calling? That also would make me feel like a safe place. But the weaponizing example of that would be coming back in 3 weeks and we have a little argument, and you come back and say, well, you just gonna quit this like you quit your job? You was talking about
everything.
quitting your job 2 weeks ago, and now we get into it, and now, so now you're gonna quit me. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. So now I don't feel comfortable doing that. I'm looking for a nurturing spirit. I'm looking for, and me, I'll use the sample word again, I test it out. Sometimes I just won't say anything. I may have a rough day, and my emotions and, you know, my body language should be able to tell you that something's not sitting well with me, right? I'm looking for a woman to notice that and come in and make me feel comforted, you know, without me even having to say something. You've been able to recognize those things can go a long way with me feeling supported, feeling comfortable, feeling safe.
Yeah, so Dom,
space.
You've been encouraged to express yourself. You've been encouraged to say what you feel, mean what you say, and let it all out. But then 2 weeks later, the same, like Levi just gave the illustration of 2 weeks later, what you just let out, they take it and they use it against you. Talk to me about, how do you handle situations and circumstances like that?
I think first and foremost, I mean, that to me, that's a definition of betrayal.
Yeah, it is.
I trusted you.
Right. True.
I trusted you. And at the same time, you talk about this a lot, Pastor Jay, how we get too familiar. I think a lot of times that we get so familiar with one another, we can't acknowledge, we can't see somebody's frailties, but also acknowledge the honor and the grace that's on their life, right? And so if I'm in this space, being able to be vulnerable and not everybody's able to see me in this form of fashion,
Right.
Yeah.
you should be able to know that, for one, it's sincere. Two, also don't take that for, you know, like, take that for what it is, right? This means that you're a safe place. But when you weaponize it against me, that goes to show you that there will be mistrust along the line too, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So good. Question to whoever wanted.
Yeah.
What is what most men want out of a woman, but what most men will not really say? What is the specific thing most men want? This is what a man want out of a woman, but they won't let it out loudly and they won't say it.
That's a mystery box.
Yeah, it is.
You think so? So what you saying is, you gonna say whatever you want from a woman. It's gonna be known.
You know, and since we had these, you know, we've been having these platforms, having these men and women conversations. I think more so than ever, men have been like real vocal about a lot of things, and we hear some common topics that come up.
What's the one thing you want from your wife? What's the one that, if she's coming, she needs to know this is exactly what you want?
What I want?
Besides respect.
Besides respect, that is the
Okay, give me another.
That's the big thing.
You got to live, you got to have more than respect.
Right, for sure. Yeah. Man, the accountability piece, but that's a piece with her, right? That's a great one for me if she has accountability. You know what I'm saying? As well as me, because if she has that, we can build together. Yeah. But that also goes with humility, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Pastor. I might have passed that to Dom.
Yeah, Dom. What do you got something for this? Yes. What's the thing that most men want? They want it, but they won't say it.
I think the one thing is what he says is the apology. We talked about that.
Accountability.
Want a woman to apologize. Make sure she can
make sure she's accountable. It goes back to accountability.
And say, I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
I'm wrong.
Admit the faults.
Admit the faults.
Yeah.
You know, I've even heard older generation of women tell younger women not to apologize. Wow. No, I'm serious. I really have heard that too, and also to be willing to correct.
How? What? Tell me. What you talking about?
Because I don't know if they think that is the right type of way to be challenged. And we talk about challenges calling each other up higher to what Christ calls us.
It's nothing wrong with a challenge, as long as the challenge is healthy, right? On both sides,
right.
Yeah, go for it.
But denying that, and then you talk about what Ephesians 5:25 through 27 talks about washing the feet of your wife. But you got to first acknowledge that your feet are dirty before I can wash them.
Yeah.
So I think miss that a lot of times too as well. And then also let's take it deeper.
Okay.
When a man corrects you.
Okay.
How does that feel? Yeah. You get disgruntled. You're not used to it. My tone, no matter what. I know I'm a bigger person.
That's an accountability piece.
So I work hard on I come off right.
Yeah.
But what does that speak to you and your traumas? So we want somebody that understands that.
But listen, honestly, man, I got to jump in. Honestly, and it sounds so dull to say, but speaking on the same thing, it's the accountability. Because I got to ask, in your experience, how many times have you experienced accountability? You know what? I was wrong with what I said. I mean, how I came at you.
You asking him how many times?
Yeah,
have a woman just
in general. In general.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have you experienced that?
Not many at all.
Yeah. It gets flipped.
In fact, I don't think I've ever, maybe once or twice in a relationship,
it get flipped.
You know, they'll bring it up, but they don't really take accountability. That's something that's getting lost.
Okay.
I feel like I know why though.
Okay, hold tight. Before we go why, let me go why. Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, for sure.
Dom, you 33?
32.
32.
Yes, sir.
What's the oldest woman you've dated and how long have you dated?
The oldest woman? Oh man, she passed the day.
No, I'm asking you that for a reason. I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah,
I'm going somewhere.
Go ahead, spill it. Now you in the church.
No, but the oldest woman.
So let me put it like this. What are you? No, this Grace and Truth platform.
I got you.
This ain't the church. This Grace and Truth.
I got you.
Now check this out.
Okay.
What is your dating? What's the dating ages? What's your age range?
For me, it varies because I have dated younger and I've dated older. The oldest woman I've dated was in her early 40s.
Okay.
And the youngest I've dated is 23.
Okay.
To me, it's about the fruits of maturity. Yeah. What I see as, you know, initially, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
but you running into everybody that's not taking accountability, or you run into a few that's not taking accountability.
Spectrum,
Am I making sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what about you, Levi? What's your dating range?
My range, I'm 29. I don't go below 28.
Okay. And so you date older women?
Absolutely.
Okay. What about you, Marvin?
I dated somebody who's 50. Don't tell nobody. I'm in my grandma era. I'm young.
Seriously, man. Come on. Come on, man.
Ain't nothing wrong.
No, but I got to speak to this though. It's a reason. It's a reason why though. Oh. Now I don't think like if I'm going in looking for a wife, I choose that. That was a one time thing, right? But I noticed why I was attracted to that. It's the wisdom, it's the maturity, it's the man they hold within themselves. Like it's a it's the maturity that attracted me.
So now you get to what I'm trying to get to. Mm-hmm. Y'all are saying that you haven't met many women that takes accountability for their actions
Right.
as it pertains to not saying I'm sorry. You dealing with immature women.
Right.
Right? I gotta protect
Yeah.
a mature woman that is listening
Yeah.
to Grace.
Right.
Because this is a mature audience.
Right.
And I know without a shadow of a doubt, this is what's listening to you right now. The type of woman that's listening to you right now
Right.
is a woman that knows what she wants.
I got you.
She knows that when she's wrong, she can't
Okay.
act like that she's not wrong.
Okay.
Because that's not taking accountability. So that's the reason why I'm trying to help y'all.
I got you.
In this instance, if you are running into a whole lot of women that's refusing to take accountability, then you got to ask yourself the question, is my choosing off?
Wrong.
Definitely.
I'm making any sense.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And so because you got women right now, man, that know without a shadow of a doubt, I can't wait to submit to a man. I can't wait to submit to a man that I know can lead me.
Right.
I can't wait to submit to a man that I know can teach me. I can't wait to submit to a man that I know can build me. So watch this. If they cannot wait to submit, then when you get in a relationship with them and they do something that's off, they gonna hurry up and say they wrong. Because why? They don't want, so I'm gonna let you go. They don't want you to look at them in a way as if to say that they're not submissive or coachable in a time when it's time to be coached. Come on,
Gotcha.
Levi.
I feel like they're very loud spoken when it comes to them saying that they know how to hold themselves accountable. But when it actually comes time to put it into work, that's not the case. It looks completely different. Or accountability just has a completely different outlook to them. Accountability for somebody is coming back and making up for it the next day and not mentioning no more. Accountability for another person is coming back and admitting what they did wrong in the process and actually breaking down, getting to the root of the issue so that we don't run into this no more. So I think it looks different.
That's
for
good,
different
Levi.
people. So I hadn't ran into the person that,
that takes
consistently
responsibility.
says, I was wrong. I'll try not to do this again. How can we come to
That's high level immaturity. If you can't admit the fact, man, I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Go ahead, Don.
But, for me too as well, like, from football, the way I grew up, military, everything, you want somebody that's gonna get in them trenches with you.
For sure.
It's easy to say the
For
door.
sure.
You
For
did
sure.
all the training, right? You done listen to all the podcasts, read all the books. But when it come time to get in those trenches, can I look to the left of you, to right of you, we gonna handle business?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I know for me, one of my previous relationships, I've had a constitution that helps 7 things that were like bylaws. Anytime one of us violated that, we had to go back to the Constitution.
I got you.
Because it's what we agreed
my
upon,
language, boy.
right? So we need to get rooted on that and have structure. Because again, I might not, in my frailty and as a human, I might not word it properly all the time, but you know the spirit behind it, right? Also, too, is thinking this, that we've got it to this far, that you know that I have your best interest. So are you receptive to the correction too as well? Because sometimes even us getting together, there's still some growing, some more pruning that we got to do. And that's when it goes back to the humility, also to our ego too as well, right? And also, a lot of times too, women don't know what accountability looks like for men, from their fathers, also society. So a lot of times, outside of a romantic relationship, they compensate the degrees, the business acumen, all these things. And then when a man is on it, sometimes they'll either malfunction or they don't know how to actually maintain it and sustain it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Marvin.
That's a deeper point to that, though. What, you about to ask me a different question?
No, go for it.
No, so on that accountability piece, and I mean, we got to really think about why. Think about what it is like to be a man and consider what it is to be a woman. This is one thing I consider, right? Men, we criticize from a young age, and we get to hear when we out of shape, when we off, when we won't make enough, we ain't tall enough, we ain't big enough.
Go ahead, boy.
So the thing is with ladies, right? This is what our ladies run into in our culture. They run into weak men. They run into men who weaken their flesh. I'm so weak in my flesh that I want your flesh so bad, I'm gonna be a yes man to anything you want. And I'm not gonna criticize you, because I know if I criticize you, you gonna pull back. But I want your flesh so much, I'll sell you a dream. And so they get a lot of dream sellers.
Starts a cycle.
20, 30 years.
Starts a cycle.
And so when they meet somebody who about to give them some reality, they feel like you the toxic one.
Yeah.
Because all these other men ain't said this to me, so why you saying it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
so now they've ran into, they met their match.
Yeah.
They've ran into what they say they want.
Yeah.
Then when they get what they say they want, they can't even handle it.
They don't want what they say they want because it comes with accountability. Accountability, if we're talking about picking a woman to be a wife, that has to be the highest form of maturity. And it comes from a mature person. And it's coming from me because I told you I was the opposite. When I was a hurt person, I wasn't accountable for nothing.
Yeah. So Marvin, why timing and maturity matters? Let me ask you this question. Is right woman in wrong season, is that a real thing?
Yes, indeed.
Talk to me.
Right woman in wrong season. And this is me being accountable. You know, in everything we up here asking for and seeking for in a woman, we cannot, seek that if we not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I can't seek accountability, humility, purity, honesty. I can't seek these things in a woman if I'm not in that place yet. So like, just to give
you gotta have it before you demand it.
Mm-hmm. And just to give you an example, me, I did get out of a 15-year relationship in April, right? And me looking back at my relationship and seeing how it was out of order, and me viewing myself as a man in the eyes of God, and me looking back at the relationship, how God looked at it, and me seeing what the foundation's supposed to be like. Now I'm trying to understand what it is to be the Christian man in dating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm healed from the relationship and the love ties and the soul ties I had, but now I'm rebuilding self. Like I'm in a place of isolation, I'm rebuilding self. Mm-hmm. So, and I started dating.
A lot of time.
It is. I started dating because I was 3 months. I was going to work, come home looking at the 4 wall. I had to talk to God. Yeah. I was like, man, I got to conversate with somebody or something. But in dating, I realized I understood what it means about emotionally unavailable. And what that meant for me is when I felt like somebody trying to attach themselves to me, I pulled back. And that's why I was like, I'm not ready. And I have dated and I've met nice women, right? And currently dating a nice woman. But if you're not prepared and your foundation not right, you can't receive a certain thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know?
Man, on closing question to you, Levi. Mm-hmm. What is one thing you want women to understand about how men choose? What is one thing that you want a woman to understand? Women need to understand this. This is one baseline on how man chooses.
That there is no win or lose in a partnership. If you lose, we both lose.
Wow.
So let's drop the narrative of who was right or wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get together, be solution based, respectably. Let's find common ground and work on it together. That way we can build.
Got you. So basically you saying, man, I want women to know that, man, I'm choosing based off the team model.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we a team, baby.
Absolutely.
We both can't be the point guard.
Absolutely.
Like if I'm gonna be the point guard, you gotta be the wing or you gotta be the center. You see what I'm saying? We both can't be the quarterback.
That's it.
If I'm gonna be the quarterback, you gotta be the receiver. If you're gonna be the quarterback, I gotta be the receiver.
Right.
So therefore the goal is let's score the touchdown.
That's it.
Let's put the ball in the bucket. So basically what you saying is this is what I want women to know.
Right.
We choose based off team.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So basically, don't come to me competing against me.
Right.
Come to me showing me your qualities that you can play your position well.
One of a man's qualities, one of our main qualities that we're supposed to have is foresight.
Yeah.
Right. So we got to be able to look down the road. Vision,
absolutely.
Right. We got to be able to look down the road.
That's good, boy.
And know that we got a good helpmate, a good teammate that's going to play their role. I don't need a center that's coming out to play point guard.
Yeah.
You know,
got you.
I need a center to play a center's role.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
work together. We both make the dream work.
Absolutely.
You know?
Dawn, last question. What's one quality that makes a woman unforgettable?
One thing
she can have that you can't forget.
That I can't forget.
Yeah, for sure.
Is her words. Her words are so powerful, and I wish more women could understand this, right? The way that they build a man up or where they tear them down. And also understanding that we must desire each other. The thing is that there doesn't need to be any negotiation through genuine desire. I don't have to put on a facade say what I got or bring to the table. We got to desire one another. So when I know you desire me for who I am, and you see me how God sees me, that's one thing that gets me going.
Last question.
Okay.
Marvin. What makes a wife irreplaceable?
It's the character part. It's the character part for me. Like I said, the humility, and I keep going back to 13 Corinthians, man. I mean, First Corinthians 13. Yeah. It's the patience. Yeah. It's the kindness.
Demonstration of love.
Yeah, the demonstration of love. But I gotta say something about this, Pastor, because they're gonna miss something with that question you asked him. Yeah. What was the question you asked him? I want to revisit it real quick, and then.
Yeah. When I asked him, what was the question I asked you? I asked you. Hold on 1 second. I asked him, what's the one thing you want women to know about how and why a man chooses?
Okay, I want to say this real quick. I see a lot of women who say they have a certain type of character. They have a certain level of education, and say they have a certain level of character. But I watch what these women use as bait to get the men that they think they want.
Not all women.
Not all women. No. No, not generalization.
Yeah, okay.
But I see a lot of beautiful women who do very subtle things to get men attention, because my spirit is sensitive to it. I'm talking about very classy women with the showing of the breasts and all of that. If you really looking for a spiritual man and a man who really walking with God, like we see all that, none of your breasts should be showing. And I'm talking about people, godly people, who present themselves to be godly.
You free, man.
If I see half your breast, I'm not believing in what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you stirring up my flesh, and that's probably what you're gonna get.
Look,
I'm just saying.
Man, I was having that conversation.
So what I'm saying is, I'm saying that for the women, because you probably have a godly woman that read her Bible, but your breast out. And then you attracting a certain type of man. You attracting a wolf in sheep clothing, and then when he revealed himself, you ask him like, "How did I get this?"
Yeah,
it's the bait that you putting out there.
Yeah. So hold on, Levi. You say you just had this conversation.
Yeah, no,
we
I
can't
did.
throw this away.
I had this conversation with
because I'm saying this may help somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's saying it's a woman saying she's becoming a wife. Y'all may be giving some. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I was just having this conversation with a couple of friends of mine. And we were just saying, man, the overly exposure is a turnoff.
So what y'all are basically saying on this platform, on Grace and Truth, is that to men, that modesty is attractive.
It really is, and that's what the consensus was. Sometimes, man, give me calf muscles and ankles. You know, give something for the mind to wander off on. It's exactly what you said. If you give me that, that's what you're gonna receive. You know.
Powerful thing.
How do we get women to understand that there is a world that exists like this, what y'all talking about? Because the truth of the matter is, you're gonna have some women that's looking at this and listening to this, and they're gonna be saying, what these type of guys is? Because the only type of attention that we get is from the type of guys that when we show something to, then they run behind us. How can y'all make people understand that this type of world exists? Because there is somebody in that camera right now saying to themselves, man, that's unrealistic. They just talking.
I think is too, that when you always hear about that saying, it's not that deep. But we gotta remember, it is that deep. It is a lot. Thing is understanding that there are people out here that do deny their flesh.
Wow.
I'm in a certain place in my life to where I'm over here protecting my eye gate, my ear gate, what I'm listening to. And so for you to say that it's unrealistic, what am I taking in? What are my appetites? What am I still feeding? Am I still holding on to something? Who am I hanging around with? Am I putting myself in environments, right? Because things enter you subconsciously too as well. My music, what gym I'm at, what I'm looking at.
Birds of a feather.
You're right. Who am I with? And thinking this a little bit, right? But also believing, that's where my faith comes in too, knowing that I can't have that, but first I have to become.
Y'all good? Man, to everybody that's under the sound of my voice, man, I pray that this episode has encouraged you. I pray that this episode has enlightened you. I pray that this episode has empowered you. Oh, man, what men really, really want. I believe it was articulated pretty strong on here, especially the ending part. When men are really trying to let women know that this type of world, and these type of men exist. To everybody that's under the sound of my voice, you may not believe it, but I'm thoroughly convinced and fully persuaded that it is a few good men out here that are really looking for a virtuous wife, godly wife. To everybody that's under the sound of my voice, I pray that this episode was what you needed. Why don't you follow us on all platforms? Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, follow us on all podcast stations everywhere. Grace and Truth Talks. This is the podcast and this is the platform where the level of maturity for godly relationships, acceleration is right here at your fingertips, where you can learn, grow, and develop. To everybody that's under the sound of my voice, finish the race, complete the work, and get the job done. We'll see you on the next episode.